Welcome friends, myself Gaikwad Poonam and today's my seminar topic is biogeochemical cycles. In biogeochemical cycles, we study carbon cycle, oxygen cycle and water cycle. Then first, what is biogeochemical cycle? The circuit or pathway by which a chemical element or molecule moves through both biotic and abiotic compartments of an ecosystem. In effect, the element is recycled. What does it need? It always involves equilibrium states, a balance in the cycling of element between compartments. However, overall balance may involve compartments distributed on a global scale. Then first, carbon cycle. What is carbon cycle? The same carbon atoms are used repeatedly on Earth. They cycle between Earth and the atmosphere. Then, diagrammatic representation of carbon cycle. Carbon comes from dead organisms and waste products, decaying organisms, root respirations, fossil and fossil fuels, auto and factory emission. And then plant use carbon dioxide. Plants pull carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and use to make food photosynthesis. The carbon becomes part of plants like stored food. Animals eat plants. When organisms eat plants, they take in the carbon and some of become part of their own bodies. Plant and animal die. When plant and animals die, most of their bodies are decomposed and carbon atoms are returned to the atmosphere. Some are not decomposed fully and end up in deposits underground like oil, coal, etc. Then carbon in atmosphere. Plants use carbon to make a food. Then plant and animals are die. Animal eat plants and take it carbon. Then plants and animals die. Their body not decompose after many years become part of oil and coal deposits. Then carbon slowly released from their substances return to atmosphere. Fossil fuels are burned and carbon is returned to atmosphere. Decomposers break down dead things releasing carbon to atmosphere and soil. Carbon slowly returns to atmosphere. Carbon in rocks and underground deposits is released very slowly in the atmosphere. This process takes many years. Carbon in oceans. Additional carbon is stored in ocean. Many animals pull carbon from water to use in shells, etc. Animals die and carbon substances are deposited at the bottom of ocean. Oceans contain Earth's largest store of carbon. Then human impact. Fossil fuel release carbon stored very slowly. Burning anything releases more carbon into atmosphere, especially fossil fuels. Increased carbon dioxide in atmosphere increases the global warming. Few plant mean less CO2 removed from atmosphere. Then second, oxygen cycle. The oxygen is distributed all earth layers. The lithosphere is Earth's surrounding layer decomposed of solids such as soil and rocks. The atmosphere is surrounding thin layer of gas. The hydrosphere refers to liquid environments such as lakes and oceans that lie between the lithosphere and atmosphere. The biosphere's creation and continuous existence result from chemical, biological and physical processes. Then oxygen is distributed both hydrosphere, that is water, air and earth layer. The recent count of oxygen, the earth atmosphere consists of 21% oxygen, the earth lithosphere consists of 99.5% oxygen, the earth hydrosphere consists of 46.60% oxygen, the Earth's biosphere consists of 0.01% oxygen. Then representation of oxygen cycle. Oxygen comes from atmosphere and plant create oxygen with photosynthesis. Step 1 of oxygen cycle. Plant release oxygen into the atmosphere as a byproduct of photosynthesis. Then photosynthesis. Define photosynthesis. The process in which green plants use the energy from the sun to make carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll. How do plants contribute? The oxygen cycle being with plants and photosynthesis. Through photosynthesis, plants convert the energy from the sun and water into carbohydrate and oxygen. During the day, plants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. During the night, plants convert oxygen into carbon dioxide to maintain metabolism. Step 2 of oxygen cycle. Animals take in oxygen through the process of respiration. Animals then break down sugars and food. Then step 3 in oxygen cycle. Carbon dioxide is released by animals and used in plant in photosynthesis. Oxygen is balanced between the atmosphere and the ocean. Respiration, the process by which an organism exchanges gases with its environment. The process of respiration is oxygen is abstracted from air, transported to cells for the oxidation of organic molecule, while CO2 and H2O, the products of oxidation, are returned to environment. Then biological importance of oxygen. Human need to breathe. Needed for decomposition of organic waste. Water can dissolve oxygen that support aquatic life. Then water cycle. Some unique properties of water. There are strong force of attraction between molecules of water. Water exists as a liquid over a wide temperature range. Liquid water changes temperature slowly. It takes a large amount of energy for water to evaporate. Liquid water can dissolve a variety of compounds including rocks. Water expands when it freezes. Then the water cycle consists 4 stages, that is evaporation, condensation, precipitation and collections. Then representation of water cycle. Then stage first is evaporation. Evaporation occurs when the sun heats up water in rivers or lakes or the oceans and turns it into vapor or steam. The water vapor or steam lives in the river, lake or ocean and goes into the air. Stage second, condensation. Condensation occurs when water vapor or steam in the air gets cold and changes from the gas back into liquid, forming clouds. Then stage third of water cycle is precipitation. Precipitation occurs when so much water has condensed that the cloud get heavy and water fall back to the earth in the form of rain, hail, sleet or snow. Stage 4 is collection. This rain when water that falls from the clouds as rain, snow, hail and sleet collects in the oceans, rivers, lakes, streams. Most will soak into the ground and will collect as a groundwater. Then effect of human activities on water cycle. We alter the water cycle by withdrawing large amount of fresh water from ground, causing salt water and contaminated reservoirs. Withdrawing large amount from river and stream changes flow of nutrients. Clearing vegetation causes eroding soil and that clogs streams, polluting surface and underground water. All of this contribute to climate change. Thank you.